So installer today, I finally got hold of some NexGen drain cocks, which I've been trying to get hold of for quite a while now. They've been about for a little while, but they were taken off the market for a little while the company sorted themselves out, got a bit better distribution and stuff. I'm glad to say they're now available again. They are a massive improvement on the traditional drain cock that you get. They're very well made. The fittings inside are completely different. So anybody that's ever drained a system, whether you're a DIYer or a professional, you'll know that the rubber sticks. So you end up either trying to ram a screwdriver or something up into, or brad up into the spout to try and loosen the washer, or you've got to take the entire mechanism out and try and remove the washer that way. Very risky. You can cause a flood quite easily if you're not quick with your hose and quick getting the bit back in. So you end up with a load of towels, a load of buckets, and a load of messing about, to be honest with you. Even if you can get that one going, sometimes they're just such an awkward place you can't, so you end up having to go somewhere else, which is a less desirable place to drain the system. Hopefully that's all sorted with these. And then, not to mention, actually, you end up having them leak when you refill the system. So you have to replace the washers in them. So, for such a basic valve, they're quite a lot of maintenance. These new ones I'll show you now, though, they're completely different. They are really good, and hopefully we'll be using them on all our systems. So they come in 3 different sizes. The first one are these. These are the normal ones, just a standard one they're called. They come in a pack like that, which I've already opened. It's like a dark greeny colour. So that's just your standard end feed fitting. Probably use as compression as well if you want. Very similar in size to just a standard drain cock, which is one of those. Slightly smaller when you take the stem out. Next up, we've got the press fit and the push fit ones. So they've got a longer stem. They come in the green pack, that one. So they're obviously longer for the bigger fittings on push fit, and they also give you plenty of room to press that fitting on without clamping over the brass and damaging the fitting. So they've got another one which I'll show you now. This is the third one, so it's got a long tail on again, so it can be used for any fitting. It's also got like a hose lock connection. Very handy. So not only is that going to be leak-free draining without trying to clamp something onto here as usual, hose on, Jubilee clip on, trying to make sure it doesn't leak, towels down, buckets down and stuff. You can just connect straight with a hose onto there with the hose lock fitting. It opens it up to other possibilities. I mean, you could fill the system from that point. You could do a mains flush from that point, and equally, if you've got these on a gravity system where you've got airlocks, you could use that to blow the airlock back through. So I think there's a lot of potential in that one for various different things. I'll just show you the insides of them now. So they look very similar to the sort of standard valves. If I just take that one apart. So that's the standard one, and again the insides, like I say, very similar. So they work in a similar way. You've got this though, rather than the traditional sort of washer, which, as we know, that gets stuck. You have this, which is on a thread. It's plastic. It screws in into there. It's very easy. You can see inside there it's just starting to come down, and that is your seal when that hits the bottom. You can tighten it up with an Allen key. Very easy to do. There's a seal in there that winds right the way in, as you can see on there, and a further seal in there for the gland when you put that on as well. So there's no issues with sticking like they used to be. There's multiple adaptations for it. You can, like I say, you can get the hose ones. You can just go with a standard hose, long tail, normal tail, very good. I imagine quite serviceable. If you ever did get a problem with that, it'd be quite easy to replace. But I don't think you'll get the issues that you did with the old ones, where they constantly stick inside, because that is one unit rather than something that can pull off and stick in. Now, price-wise, you'd expect them to be quite a lot more. But if we compare, say, these two, the traditional ones, if I go on to BES right now, which is usually fairly well priced, the price of one of those, for the standard one, the old traditional type, is £1.19. Now, at Installer, where I saw these, which I believe is the actual price they're going for, these are £1.45 each. So they're 26p more for a much better fitting, very well built, easy